It's
Bop, bop, bop,
all.
bididabadop, bop.
Oh shit. Bits crossing. Openings. Closings. Circularity.
Welcome back to the Protagonist Seat, the Plague podcast.
Your official Plague Times podcast.
Yeah, because it's not ending anytime soon.
Nope. It will never end. We are just in the Plague Times now, so you guys should just accept it.
I've already accepted it.
I've already accepted it too.
I'll accept it when I stop being essential.
That'll be never.
Our podcast is essential.
Welcome to a government sanctioned essential podcast.
Yeah, welcome to our essential podcast. Not just, you know why this is essential? Because this is the Winter 2020 Awards episode.
Some would say this is more essential than the rest of the season.
I think it is.
I would say it is as well.
Because we got 10 shows we watched. Some we dropped, some we didn't.
Some we didn't.
And we are going to talk about our favorite things from each episode, which usually involve some specific categories. If you've been here before, you know the categories. If you haven't, strap in, buckaroo.
And if you have been here before, you know how loose we get sometimes with the categories.
Yeah.
But we have a little bit of structure today.
Yeah, we forgot to add this to the list, but I'm going to throw it out there. Sometimes we do an in memoriam thing, and we only had one show we killed, so we might as well just have our "We will remember you" Hatena illusion.
You looked bad, and you had bad characters, and you just weren't fun to watch.
You looked bad, and you smelled bad. Huh.
Yeah, I had to wash my computer after I watched this show because the smell stuck.
Actually, I'll give it this. It had a decent opening.
It did, which
was
is a little
opening.
bit of a shame.
You had a nice opening, and the rest of you was just...
And that was it.
You had like a tsundere character straight out of 2004 as like your lead heroine. And I think most of us are tired of that by now.
You know, I think that'd be a safe bet. I think that would be indeed a safe bet.
Yeah. But we're going to move on to the real categories. The ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba.
I was watching that earlier. That's a good show, guys. Watch Castlevania. Season 3 is out. And the sound mixing.
I know we were like iffy on season 2.
Season 3 is pretty decent. The sound mixing is a lot better, which I know isn't saying a whole lot compared to how terrible it has been in the past. But like, I can not have subtitles on and still watch it. So
maybe
like,
now
that's
the
pretty
sound
cool.
Mixing will be as good as this show.
Maybe. We're getting there.
Where do things always begin? Technically the cold opening, but we're talking about the OP.
Breakfast?
Breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
Breakfast.
Best opening. So we got 3 here for you. As always, we do 3 unless we decide not to, which is quite frequently.
Yeah.
But
I bring up the aforementioned incredibly loose structuring.
Also, give me that pause because I need the pause.
I'll just let you do it because I'm not good at it.
Also, I have the paper here and we're not in the same room anymore, so...
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
All right, so for Best OP, we have Inspector. And we also have Uh, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. And lastly, Show by Rock.
朝はいつまで僕らを照らす消えてく姿喧騒の中に雲の隙間に手を伸ばしていた日が水かろうとして突然
This is kind of a hard one for me because I'm kind of equal on all of these.
Yeah.
They're
The
all okay.
the OPs this season were like all right.
They
They
were
were
not
there.
terrible, but not great.
Yeah, there wasn't any real garbage, which I guess is always a plus, but like there wasn't anything like real good.
I'm trying to think, is there like any show that we watched for this podcast that had like the most skippable OP where we were just like, no.
I don't know, cuz in general I tend to skip a lot of the OPs anyway.
Philistine.
It's more it is more of a statement on my part to be like I did not skip this OP.
I'm gonna go with Inspector.
I'm also going to go with Inspector.
Alright.
It
Yeah.
is just the better song.
Yeah, and I like the I guess it just comes down to preference on this since they're all equal to me. I like that series the most out of those three, so I picked that one.
I enjoyed the visuals, which I enjoyed the visuals a lot with Hanako Kun, but I feel like the song itself was just it's just super generic. Like
Yeah,
it's
I like the visuals a lot more than I like the song.
yeah. But with Inspector, I did kind of like the song as well.
And Show by
Um,
Rock was padding the list.
it was. We picked it because it was the music show and it was the other OP I could think of first.
We should have added the Hatena illusion one, but we forgot about that one until like just a few moments ago.
I literally did forget about Hatena Illusion. Like you were talking about, and we cut some shows, and I was like, what the fuck did we cut?
What did we stop? What we watched everything.
But we watched everything this season,
I
and
think we
we
cut it
kind
week
of
3.
did. We did, because that was the fight. I remember it. It was that
Mm,
just garbage looking fight. Ugh, so bad.
mm.
But
Well,
anyway,
yeah,
congratulations.
congratulations, Inspector. You got the first award, but
By
who will get,
default,
by default, who will win the second award? Best ED.
there were a couple that I actually kind of liked.
So for this group, we have Show by Rock,
大体同じ毎日そんなんじゃなんかやるせなくて考えすぎちゃう間に時間だけが過ぎてくきっかけを探して気がつけばほぼ影
Fate Grand Order, Prover specifically, because it had multiple,
I am the prover 終わらない世界になって立ち向かうように I'm the prover 命の声がまた響き出す頃にあなたと
and Inspector. Let's Dance with Me on a Moonlit Night.
Yeah. One last dance with you. I actually enjoyed the EDs.
Yeah,
I think
the
they
EDs were
were
better than the OPs this time around.
much. And I like the well,
The
we'll
show by
get
Rock Kimi no Rapper City.
I I did. It was comfy. It's a comfy jam. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
this was a harder choice.
Indeed.
What did you pick?
I I gotta give it to Inspector again. It's gonna win both. I just I I love the ED itself, and I like how they paired the big band feeling of Last Dance with the visuals by having them dressing up all fancy and dancing and
Yeah,
doing the Charleston.
I picked that one too, just because. Also, it's Momoro singing.
Yeah.
The
How
man's
could
got a good voice.
how could you not? Like, how could you say no to Momoro
How could you say no to Momoro?
dropping sick bars?
But yep, so Inspector is
Two for
how many
two
2 for 2.
so far. And they actually earned one of those. So congratulations. Sometimes that's a lot easier said than done.
Mm. Sometimes you just win by showing up.
As we saw with the best OP category,
But now, how about best grill?
also a tough choice. Got
So,
some good ones.
coming back again for another shot at the title because she didn't win last time, we have Amari-san from Aruma-kun.
Best student council president.
And we also have Elite Gamer Girl Sally from Beaufry.
Best friend and best gamer grill.
And we have the girl with the worst name to pronounce.
Ryuhyu.
Yeah, best drummer.
Best lunatic drummer.
Lunatic.
Lunatic.
So, who is your best girl?
I think if anyone has actually listened to my ranting and raving
Yeah,
throughout the season,
I know who, but I need to ask for the crowd.
my pick is obviously Ryuhyu. She's just the best. She's just the greatest.
Slams hand down on desk violently. She didn't win last time, and she was a strong contender. I'm picking her this time. I'm picking Amari.
She deserves it. She deserves a spot. This
The,
is a category where we
it's
split the trophy.
it's the gap moe. It's the whole like rough exterior and then soft interior.
Yeah, that is really good. I love
And you
I
know what? Her
love
dad's just as good of a character.
he is actually. They make a good duo. They are one and the same. Two sides of the same fluffy foxy coin.
So there we have it. 2 best girls.
In a rare turn of events, we have each given our respective trophy to a different character. Never before seen in the history.
That has never happened on this show.
Never.
We have disagreed.
It just doesn't happen. It just
I've
doesn't
been
happen.
right while Ian has been wrong. What?
See, what you think is that you're right, but actually pushes up glasses. You were the one who was incorrect.
Ha ha ha. You may have thought that I was incorrect, but I was merely pretending to be incorrect and was secretly correct this whole time to deceive you.
Ah, but that's where you've stepped exactly into my trap. You thought you were correct the whole time. But actually, I was you the whole time. So it is I who is actually correct.
Well played. Ugh.
That would make
Ugh.
for like a good bit where like you pull off a mask and it's me sitting there and then there's just two of me sitting at the table and we just continue the rest of the episode like that.
When we switch to a visual format, we'll do that.
Gotta put some strain on the editing prowess.
We're not we're about equality on this podcast, so it's not just about grills.
We are?
Yeah, it's not just about girls here. It's about the boys too.
Ah,
And we got three really good ones.
we do.
First up, we have the King of Uruk himself, Gilgamesh, from the
Best
epic.
king.
We have
Best king.
from his band, what's it called? Dokonjo
Dokonjo Finger,
Finger, Yasu.
the leading frontman, the best frontman, one might say.
And we have the young exorcist, Kyo Minamoto.
The most dedicated best friend boy.
Best friend boy. The boy learning sympathy for ghosts.
Yeah, and just being a real wholesome friend while they're at it.
Who is the best boy? Is it the king, the rock star, or the exorcist?
I'm gonna open the door for you this time. What is your pick for this season's bestest boy?
Well, as cool as Gilgamesh was in this, Gilgamesh can be a huge dick.
He can be.
Yeah. And Yasu's cool and all, but I feel like Yasu is made by his band.
He is.
I'm going to do Kyo because his episode with his friend Mitsuba was one of my favorites.
I am gonna back you up on that. He is just the most wholesome, and he gets a lot of really good development. He actually has a character arc.
Yeah, which one we're still not done with because the show kind of ended on the whole read the manga or the light novel.
Yeah, and doesn't the manga like or light novel or whatever associated media is with it, doesn't that not have an ending?
It's still going.
Well, how exciting.
How exciting. We'll see what happens next.
How
But yeah,
exciting.
congratulations, Kyo.
You've earned it, kid. You're just a good
Good
guy.
work, kid.
Good work, kid. You did it.
This
And
is the
this was
protagonist seat, but we have to deal with antagonists too. They come and they mess up our desk. They write mean things on it. They steal our lunch.
sometimes a truly great protagonist is held up by a truly great antagonist.
And we got three here for you. Starting off the list, Wang.
Wang.
We got Wang of the Eighth from
Just
Darwin's Game.
Just got the big wang.
Just a big old scumbag.
Yeah.
He pickles
Looks like
fingers.
a snake. He does pickle fingers, and he also nothing personnel kids.
Yeah, he has his ability Beelzebub, which is teleporting and claws.
Yeah, something that does not seem to be affiliated with the Lord of the Flies. But you know what? To each his own.
Yeah, whatevs.
Whatever.
Next up, we have Tsukasa, Hanako's younger brother, who is
He
just
is,
an insane child.
yeah, a violent sociopath.
He's like the kind of kid that you like destroys their own toys. It's like
Yeah,
you're hanging out over his house and he just like smashes an action figure and he's like, I'm done with this.
he is the villain who made a show that was pretty tame up to that point, actually. He made it take a turn real hard when he freaking bashed that bird dude's head in against a mirror.
Man, someone should kill that guy.
If only.
Oh wait, they already did.
Bam, bam, bam.
Because he's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
And lastly, we have from Aruma-kun, Amy Curio.
Domestic
Senpai.
terrorist.
Yep, essentially a domestic terrorist.
The domestic terrorist, Amy Curio.
I'm gonna blow up the school. I'm gonna blow up the school.
Jack. We need to send in demonic Jack Bauer.
And you know what? He's actually gonna be my pick just because we spent so long on his arc.
We did.
So we got a
spent
lot of development.
a shit ton of time on his arc.
Turns out
And
he's not a big wussy. He's actually a crazy sociopath that enjoys the suffering of others and even himself.
I am gonna give it to him as well, because you know what? I was kind of expecting some kind of turn. I was not expecting him to turn that hard. And you know what? He's equal with all suffering. He
He's
loves
so
suffering.
creepy, he creeps out demons.
He does. And he is just all about suffering no matter who it's from. And I respect that. I respect that a lot.
Yeah. So congratulations. You're the best of the worst.
Your plan to bomb a school might have failed, but your plan to bomb our hearts has succeeded.
And what would the protagonist seat be without the protagonists?
It's almost like it's in the name.
One of
Who'da
our most
thunk it?
important awards, probably even more important than the anime of the season.
Yes, we get to figure out who sits in the protagonist seat this
A seat.
season.
Yep, a seat that right now is stacking a lot of people on it.
Yeah, they'll have to share, but
They're already sharing.
That's fine. They'll share more. And just throw one more onto the pile.
We have 3. Maple,
The
shield girl.
the most busted protagonist.
Nene,
The fish protagonist.
and Kotoko.
The most mystery solving protagonist.
This was a thing of hot debate between me and Ian for the longest time whether of Kotoko or Koro was the protagonist. We have decided that it is Kotoko.
Yeah. Makes more sense. Series seems to follow her and her internal thoughts more frequently.
So, who is the protagonist of the season? Winter 2020.
Pause for tension.
Gotta really amp up that pause.
Pause for tension. Cue Lord of the Rings. Hold. Hold.
I'll give you mine. Kotoko Iwanaga.
You know what? That's kind of weird. Because Kotoko is also my pick.
Oh! Well, at least we're adding someone light to the pile.
Yeah. She can go on top without being adding too much.
Yep, she carries her series.
She does.
She is by far the best character in it.
She is a great character.
Think about it. She made 4 episodes of shit posting online entertaining.
You got him. Dig a grave in the ground and put the competition in it, because you got him.
If she was competing for best girl as well, she would probably win, because somehow she's missing an eye and a leg, but still is the cutest character.
It's weird. Well, they do such a good job with the prosthetics.
Even with
'Cause
it, even without the prosthetics, she's still like just
yeah,
great.
she is small.
Small.
Small. You gotta love them. Congratulations, Kotoko Iwanaga. You get to share the protagonist seat with, I believe, at least 6 or 7 other people.
Yeah, because we've had split choices some seasons, so it's a lot.
We have.
We got Kirill from Double Decker, Doug and Kirill on the bottom too. Poor guy's like not able to hold all these people up.
Yeah, has anyone checked on him? Is he okay?
Nope.
Can we get a safety check for Kirill?
I don't think he's okay.
I don't think he's okay either. I miss him. So those are our main categories that we have just done. But wait, there's the big trophy.
The big
There
one,
is
the golden goose.
the golden desk that goes to the anime of the season.
This was a tough one because this one wasn't like it just we didn't have anything that like stood out super hard of like, yeah, this is guaranteed that slot.
Yeah, this season was like basically everything was this is all right. This is a cool season.
But we did pick one.
We did somehow. We persevered for you, the listeners, the audience, because we care.
All 18 of you.
All 18 of you.
Give me a drum roll.
Let's see. Will it pick it up if I drum on my desk?
It does. I'm gonna do it too. All right. The anime of the season for me is Bofuri. I don't like getting hurt, so I put all my skill points into defense. Big surprise, it was not Inspector.
Yeah, this because Inspector is also mine. Just to clear, just to like cement that it is mine as well.
It is the winner.
It has won the penultimate award. But like Inspector was cool. It was interesting to see how they would adapt a series that is 90% dialogue into an anime. And I think overall, I'd say they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But Bofuri is just
fun.
so fun to watch. It is great.
It's like there's a lot of MMO series out there, and this one was just concerned with it's just fun. They're just having fun.
Yeah,
there's no
like
big like serious narrative about it. They're just hey, an event's coming up in the game. Let's just play and have fun.
Guys, how crazy is that? An MMO series that's about people just having fun playing a game together.
They don't
Holy
get stuck
shit.
in it. There's not a lot of drama about it. They just want to play video games.
There's no world/game ending plots in there. They're just playing a fucking game and they're having fun.
And it made me want to play a game. And I'm like, hey, they're just having fun. I just want to have fun.
And he did. He actually started playing an MMO because of this.
Yeah, I went and played an MMO again. And you know what? It's been pretty fun. So you know what? Thank you, Bofuri.
Thank you, Bofuri. Thank you, Maple, Syrup, and the rest of the members of the Maple Tree.
I'm going to put you right there in the Hall of Fame. And stick you right up on the wall, right next to all the other winners. It's
yeah, like
full in here.
That one. And
like that one.
The other.
And that one. Ah, of course, that one. How could we forget that one?
Of course. So many lovely and long-lasting memories. And now we should probably, before we forget, transition into making a very important announcement.
Oui, monsieur.
So, not many people might know this, but watching 10 shows a week, i.e., dedicating 5 hours to anime, plus at the start of a season, because we have to watch basically everything to
Yeah,
figure out
all
what
of
we
it.
want to pick. That's kind of taxing.
Not to me, but there's other reasons why we got this upcoming announcement.
Yeah.
So we like bantering about bits and think that's fun. However, a lot of what we do is plot synopsis, which, if you're already watching the show, you don't really need us to summarize.
Yeah.
And I feel like that takes a lot of time. That's like 90% of what we do. And when we want to get into the bits, we can't because we're busy. Like, oh, we got to keep this train rolling. Got to move on and summarize the next show.
Especially with these last 2 seasons being just like full of shows that we enjoy enough to not cut.
Yeah. Does that mean anything is happening to the show? Yes, something's happening to it. Does that mean it's going away? No,
No, of
not in
course
the
not.
slightest. We're still in our dumpster. We're still here.
We just want to bring you more moments like talking about Steven Seagal
Yeah.
or the military applications of walrus men.
Or Assassin's Creed for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
What we are planning on transitioning to is more of a traditional podcast format where we're just going to sort of take it's still going to be, a weeb podcast, so we're still going to like talk about anime and anime related things, but we're just going to more focus on like news bits and stuff that we hear about in the community.
We're swapping from a direct media podcast to a culture podcast.
Yeah, so it's just going to be us talking about otaku culture and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
and we're
it's still the
hoping,
fun stuff. We're going to talk
hopefully,
about like, hey, with the new way it's going, it's going to be like, guess they pushed this back.
yes,
Because that
there's
seems
going to
like
be a
all it is
lot of
now.
that. We're hoping that we can bring you more timeless bits in the future.
Yeah.
We make this change by making this change, I should say. We hope that we can bring you all more entertaining content.
Yeah, we're doing this because we think it's healthier for the show, and we hope that you find it more enjoyable.
And hopefully this is a more accessible format to bring new people into the show.
Yeah, because on episode, no one's jumping in at episode 8 every season.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and we still, I don't know specifically what's going to happen yet to the award format, just because Ian's not required to watch as many shows as me now.
I still might.
But we'll figure out some. We got a lot of new ideas rolling out, so we're only going up from here.
Yeah, we are constantly trying to think of new ways to bring good content to you guys as well as our YouTube channel.
So we hope you will continue supporting us through the new format and look forward to it.
Yeah, and bear with us a little bit as we kind of get into the groove of it because we are swapping to something entirely new. You know where you can get updates on any format changes, because I am going to make a post about it just in case.
Yeah, I
But I'll
should
wait.
do that as
I'll
well.
wait till the episode goes up as well. Episode first. # no spoilers. But you know where you can follow us to get updates on stuff? Facebook and Twitter. We have a page
Protagonist seat.
for both of them. How easy is that? It's the same for both formats.
Yeah, and we're on YouTube, of course. We're also on wherever you can find podcasts.
Literally, well, I shouldn't say literally everywhere, but like a lot of
Almost.
places. iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio. What? Deezer? Huh? Deezer? Yes. Yes, Deezer.
Yeah, so if you want to come back for the new format where I can rant for as long as I want about just random anime that has nothing to do with the currently airing shows, you've come to the right place.
And if you want to hear me talk about more weird and semi-random bullshit that is only tangentially related to what we were just talking about, stay tuned because there's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, so we look forward to seeing what the future holds. We're going to try to add some positivity into these dark times we're living in.
Exactly. We hope that during the plague times, you continue to stick with us, your dedicated source of weeb-based tomfoolery.
Because we are essential.
We are essential.
And because we're essential, we will see you next time.
Exactly. Stick around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.